Hello, this is Jim.
Hello.
Hello, this is Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, this is Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Tim, Jim, Nick, Linda. 4. Someone else, I thought. Oh, so she probably just had it muted. Poor Derek.
Hello, do we have anybody else that's joined the meeting? I have Nick, Jim, and Tim.
$1923, that's the county's number.
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock. Do we have anybody else that's joined the meeting other than Tim, Nick, and Jim?
Issues. She might just have issues.
All right.
Okay, is that Bacana? Hello.
It is.
All righty, wake up. All right, it is 6 o'clock, May 4th, 2020. We'll call our meeting to order. Have a roll call.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Jim Whitaker,
Here,
Linda Barnhart,
Here.
Eric Goff, and Norton,
Bacana.
mute.
Tim Lewis,
Here,
Dan Gant, Gill,
here,
Derek Smith,
Is the mute?
Oh,
Bacana, are you back with us now? Hello, Bacana.
yeah.
Okay, our item number 3 on the agenda is approval of the agenda.
Move to approve the agenda as presented. This is Jim.
I'll second that. This is Nick.
Okay, motion by Mr. Whitaker, second by Mr. Deal, to approve the agenda as submitted. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. The next item on the agenda is the open governmental procedures, where you have an opportunity to speak to any item that you have on your mind. Do we have anyone that has
They're all open.
It appears that there is no one who wishes to speak under the open governmental procedure. So the next item on the agenda is approval of the meeting minutes.
Move to approve the minutes if there are any corrections or adjustments. This is Jim. This is second, Tim Lewis.
Motion by Mr. Whitaker, second by Mr. Lewis, to approve the minutes as submitted. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. We'll now begin our public hearings. Heritage Hills, Section 1, Phase 5.
Yes, so the only public hearing tonight is a request for final plat approval. Project is Heritage Hills, Phase 1, Section 5, lots R239 through R249. The file is 4405, and the developer is Oakwood HH LLC, and the surveyor is Roberts Land Surveying. It's located in the Arden District, Map 10, Parcel 129, and is located at the intersection of Von Nett Drive and Heritage Hill Drive, approximately 1,000 feet north of Paynes Ford Road. This final plat
Is
proposes...
somebody backing or something?
Not here.
I'm having a very hard time hearing.
Me too.
Me too. And I just joined, by the way, sorry I'm late.
Oh, okay.
That's Derek.
Derek Smith,
This is Derek Smith. Yes, ma'am.
thank you.
And Derek Goff is here too.
Oh, okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes. Yes.
Participants, would you please mute your mics so that Laura can read the staff report? Perhaps there'll be less background noise.
Okay, like I said, it's a final plat approval for Heritage Hills, Phase 1, Section 5, lots R239 through R249, file 44-05. The developer is Oakwood HH LLC, and the surveyor is Roberts Land Surveying. It's located in the Arden District, Map 10, Parcel 129, and is located at the intersection of Von Nett Drive and Heritage Hill Drive, approximately 1,000 feet north of Paynes Ford Road. This final plat proposes the development of 11 single-family detached homes, approximately on 3.6 acres, to be served by public water and sewer. The final plat meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends final plat approval contingent upon receipt of a surety in the amount of $343,060.80. Plat to be released upon receipt of the surety.
Okay, thank you. Do we have anyone to represent the project?
Yes, Mike Roberts here representing the project.
Thank you. Planning Commission members, do you have questions of Mr. Roberts regarding? Oh, wait a minute. This is a public hearing. Do we have anyone to represent the public that wishes to speak regarding?
Move public hearing be closed. Eric Goff.
Second, Derek Smith.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Goff, second by Mr. Smith, to close the public hearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, motion passed. Planning Commission members, do you have questions of Mr. Roberts? Excuse me, or of the staff?
Yeah, Mike, this is Nick Deal. This is just an observation and maybe a question. The map that you sent in has got, it references the, I forgot what you call the Martinsburg Airport. I can't pull it up right now, but it's a name that they put using back in the early 70s.
Something, Shepherd Field? Shepherd Field?
Yeah, well, no,
Martinsburg,
it's called,
Martinsburg
it's called
Municipal.
Martinsburg Municipal Airport, I think, on the map. And those maps are at least 50 years old, I think. Is there a way to, and it also denotes that the runway in the airport as it was 50 years ago. And so I'm just wondering if there's a way to put, and it doesn't matter for this one because the planning planning department already confirmed it's not in RPZ. I just wonder if there's a way to find a newer map for that.
You're referring to the vicinity map?
Yes, I think, and I apologize because I can't pull it up and be on here.
Yeah, this is a map from the West Virginia Department of Highways, which they have updated probably about 3 years ago. So a newer version could be used in the future, and I'll make a note to do that.
Okay, good deal. Thank you.
Any other questions, Planning Commission members? If there are no more questions, could we have a motion?
This is Jim. I move we accept staff recommendation and grand final plat contingent upon the receipt of surety in the amount of $343,060.80.
Second, Eric Goff.
That was been Mr. Lewis and second by Eric Goff.
No, Mr. Whitaker.
Whitaker. Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Opposed? Motion passed. That concludes our public hearings. The next item on the agenda is Snooks Lane Storage.
So the next item is a request for preliminary plan approval. The project is Snooks Lane Storage, file 052-17. The developer is R&D Investments LLC, and the surveyor is Roberts Land Surveying. Located in the Arden District, map 15, parcel 105.1, and is located on the south side of Snooks Lane, approximately 800 feet east of its intersection with Airport Road. The developer proposes commercial storage on approximately 5.85 acres to be served by existing private well and private septic. At the December 16th, 2019 Planning Commission meeting, the developer was granted a waiver to Article 8, Section 801.1.10, requiring paved off-street parking. County Engineer Dirk Stansberry issued a letter of completion on April 29th, 2020, and stated that the preliminary plan meets the requirements to advance to the final plat stage. The preliminary plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends advancement of the preliminary plan to the final plat stage.
Thank you. Do we have anyone to represent the project?
Yes, Mike Roberts here to represent the project.
Thank you, Mike. Planning Commission members, do you have questions of Mr. Roberts or the staff? If there are no,
This is Jim. I was going to say, this is Jim. If there's no other questions, I move we accept staff recommendation and grant preliminary plan to the advancement of the final plat stage.
Second.
who's the second?
Eric Goff.
Okay. Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Thank you all.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is Tony Hutzler preliminary final plat.
Yes, so this is a request for preliminary final plat approval. The project is Tony Hutzler preliminary final. The file is 007-20. The developer is Tony Hutzler, and the surveyor is Greg Gabernetsky. It's located in the Jaredstown District, map 38, parcel 6.3, and is located at approximately 0.7 miles north of Norris Gap Road from its intersection with Dominion Road. This project proposes the creation of 3 lots on approximately 11.8 acres. Proposed Lot 1 is approximately 2 acres, proposed Lot 2 is approximately 7 acres, and proposed Lot 3, or the residue, is approximately 2.7 acres. All proposed lots are to be served by private well and septic. County Engineer Dirk Stansberry issued a letter of approval on March 26, 2020, stating a review of the above-mentioned project had been completed and was found to be in compliance with the subdivision ordinance. The project is found to be complete in compliance with the Berkeley County subdivision regulations, and therefore staff recommends approval of the preliminary final plat.
Thank you. Do we have anyone to represent the project?
Greg Gabernetsky is here.
Thank you, Greg. Planning Commission members, do you have questions of Mr. Yabernetsky or of the staff? If there are no questions, could we have a motion?
This is Tim Lewis. I make a motion that we accept staff recommendations and approval of the preliminary final plat.
Second, Eric Goff.
Motion by Mr. Lewis, second by Mr. Goff to accept staff recommendation and to approve preliminary final plat for Tony Hutzler. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Next item on the agenda.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The next item on the agenda is Davis Drive preliminary final plat.
Like Linda said, this is a request for preliminary final plat approval. Project is Davis Drive preliminary final. The file is 04219, and the developer is Lucas Mason. The surveyor is Greg Gabernetsky. It's located in the Falling Waters District, tax map 17, parcel 78, and is located approximately 1,100 feet north on Davis Drive from the intersection of Beddington Road. The project proposes the creation of 1 0.56 acre parcel and 1 0.89 acre residue, which is currently served by public water and sewer. County Engineer Dirk Stansberry issued a letter of approval on April 27, 2020, stating a review of the above-mentioned project had been completed and was found to be in compliance with the subdivision ordinance. This project is found to be complete in compliance with the 2009 Berkeley County subdivision regulations. Therefore, staff recommends approval of the preliminary final plat. Also, I wanted to put in that this had a waiver approved for the DOH road frontage. It was requested back in October and was approved on November 18th, 2019. And a road maintenance agreement was presented and recorded for this project.
Do we have anyone to represent the project?
Yes, Greg Gabernetsky is still here.
Thank you. Planning Commission members, do you have additional questions for Mr. Yabernetsky or for the staff?
Linda, this is Jim. If there's no other questions, I move we accept staff recommendation and give the approval of the preliminary final plat.
Second, Eric Goff.
Motion by Mr. Whitaker, second by Mr. Goff to accept staff recommendation and to approve the preliminary final plat for Davis Drive project. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion passed. Next item on the agenda is North Mountain Substation.
So the last request for preliminary final plat approval tonight is North Mountain Substation, file 013-20. The developer is First Energy Service Company and the engineer is Triad Engineering. It's located in the Hedgesville District, tax map 22, parcel 3.1, and is located at the intersection of Ridge Road North and Hammonds Mill Road. This project proposes the creation of 1 2.3 acre parcel which is called Outlot A on the plat, and one 10.7 acre residue. No utilities are being proposed for Outlot A. County Engineer Dirk Stansberry issued a letter on April 13th, 2020, stating a review of the above-mentioned project had been completed and was found to be in compliance with the Berkeley County subdivision ordinance. And since this is compliant and complete with the Berkeley County subdivision ordinance, staff recommends approval of the preliminary final plat.
Do we have anyone to represent the project?
Yes, Ronnie Beidel, Triad Engineering.
Thank you. Planning Commission members, do you have questions of the applicant's representative or of the staff?
Glenda, this is Jim. If there's no other questions, I move we accept the staff recommendation and give the preliminary final plat approval.
Second, Eric Goff.
Motion by Mr. Whitaker, second by Mr. Goff to accept staff recommendation
That,
and approve the preliminary final plat for North Mountain Substation. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Next item on the agenda, Cardinal Point, Section 1.
So this is a request for final plat determination. Project is Cardinal Point, Section 1, Phase 1, and is file 048-18. The developer is Panhandle Homes and the engineer is Fox & Associates. It's located in the Falling Waters District, Tax Map 9, Parcel 11, and is located along the north side of Hammonds Mill Road, west of St. Andrews Drive. This phase proposes 51 single-family lots on approximately 21.5 acres to be served by public water and sewer. At the November 5th, 2018 Planning Commission meeting, the Planning Commission voted to grant a waiver to allow 3 on-site parking spaces instead of 2 on-site and 1 off-site. At the September 16th, 2019 Planning Commission meeting, the Planning Commission voted to grant a waiver to Section 502.1 of the Berkeley County subdivision ordinance relating to the requirement of 2 points of access onto a public road or a WVDOH right-of-way for a development of 100 lots or greater. The approval was contingent on having bonding of Serena Drive encumbered by the authorized access road. No reduction and/or release of the surety on Serena Drive will be done until the temporary serviceable road is built. On April 29th, 2020, County Engineer Dirk Stansberry issued a letter of completion and found the project to be in compliance with the Berkeley County subdivision ordinance. This final plat meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends final plat determination and advertising of a public hearing for consideration of final plat approval at the June 1st, 2020 Planning Commission meeting.
Do we have anyone to represent the project?
Good evening. Steve Sianovich with Fox & Associates representing the project.
Thank you. Planning Commission members, do you have questions of Mr. Sianovich or of the staff? If there are no questions, could I have a motion?
Tim Lewis, I make a motion we accept staff recommendations for final plat determination and advertising of public hearing for consideration of the final plat approval for June 1st, 2020 Planning Commission. Second, Eric Goff.
Motion by Mr. Lewis, second by Mr. Goff to accept staff recommendation to consider the final plat approval at a public hearing on June 1, 2020. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Thank you, Planning Commission. This is Steve again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That concludes our agenda. We have next staff council discussion.
Yes, I have a recommendation for you regarding our quarterly development roundtable meetings. We have one scheduled April 17th. And I'd like to propose a date change to May 20th. Mention of the was able to out to training, scheduled virtual training, and that's occurring this week and next week. And then we'll be ready to go live in June. Putting this evening on Friday, May 22nd, will line up with being paired with staff members, and then we will return all that out to developers, engineers, and surveyors. So if you're in agreement with that, then we should be from April 17th to May 22nd.
Planning Commission members, do you have your thoughts on this?
Linda, this is Jim. I move that we accept the May 22nd proposed date change for the turnout of the meeting for the development roundtable.
Second, Eric Goff.
Motion by Mr. Whitaker, second by Mr. Goff, to accept the May 22 proposed date change for the roundtable meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. I believe that concludes the agenda. Planning Commission members, thank you so much for your time and for your attention and your cooperation. Meeting
Move to adjourn. Thank you.
by Mr. Goff,
Second.
second by Mr. Smith. All those in favor?
Hang on.
Aye.
Okay.
Everybody be